At the mattress, vert dipping through traffic. I'm getting better, I'm at practice. I'm working every day crafting. I'm cool on how to handle.
What's good with it though, bro?
Not much, man. Just chilling, bro. Everything good with you?
Everything good with me, man. You know, this quarantine life got us stuck at the house, but we make do what we got. Chilling at the crib. Just living life, man. For real. Like, what about you?
Yeah, bro. Same. I mean, shoot, bro. We know we talk on the daily, bro. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. We just making do what we got, bro. Making the most out of it.
See you with the new hairdo, the twisty. Let them
You know,
know.
something different, man. Something different.
Yes.
Gotta let it grow a little longer, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah. It's been a process. It's been a journey with that. But yeah.
For real.
Anyways, man, I'm super excited for this episode today. We got a very special guest. His name is Pindo Drammeh, state champion 2014. He was first team All-State in 2015 and went to Sierra Community College after his senior year, and then Clark University, and as well as William Jessup right now, which is where he's currently at. And so with that being said, I'm super excited to dive into this episode, pick his brain a little bit, as well as, just chop it up with the old homie. It's been a minute.
For real, it has, man. It has. It's cool to see everybody on their own journeys and him like succeeding and stuff. It's pretty dope, bro. To say we all like play basketball together at one time.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Like it's dope to see the growth. It's dope to see like where basketball has taken each and every one of us, because that's one thing that had brought us together. And so without further ado, let's get into the episode, y'all.
That man Pindo.
Yo.
What's good, Pindo?
Just chilling. Just got done doing a little workout.
Oh, you just got done. That's nice. What you be doing to stay in shape?
I'll be doing planks. I do planks for 3 minutes. I'll do like 90 push-ups. I'll do bicycles. My trainer gave me her bands, and I've been like doing that band workout.
Oh, bro,
So
the band workout that you showed me at the gym that one day?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crucial.
It's tough.
That's nice, man. That's nice. But yeah, man, like, how's this quarantine life been like treating you, bro? Like, what you been up to? How you been keeping yourself busy?
I mean, still got school going on, so just studying. Just being home is really distracting. Just having my TV around me, like my PS4, like all that. But just looking for ways to like improve myself as a person, like whether it's reading a book or just hanging out with my mother or just studying. Just always looking to improve.
Family time is like crucial, as far as like spending time with the family. Now we got way more time than we like expected, you know what I'm saying? So it's like always to keep the family close. What drew you to basketball? Like, what made you love the game?
So when I was younger, I just seen my dad watch it every day. Neither of my parents really like got into athletics like as a child, but like my dad just watched it all the time, and I thought that would be a cool way to hang out with him. And then another thing was when I was younger, like I had like poor social interaction skills. So like my parents like put me in the basketball to interact with like other children and just to like get outside my comfort zone. And then as far as just falling in love with the game, I think that just came over time with just constant work and repetition. Obviously, like I've always used that hook shot a lot, so I've watched like a lot of Kareem videos, like
That's
Showtime Lakers, like so.
Yeah, is that? Would you say that's your go-to move? Would you say that's your go-to move?
I mean, I feel like that is, but since then, like I've added a lot of stuff to like be more of a threat,
What are like some things that you added to your game as far as from going from high school to college? Like what are the things that you added to your bag?
I remember when I first got to service, I couldn't I couldn't shoot outside of the paint. Like I literally couldn't. It was bad. Like I was bad at free throws. I was like anything outside of the paint. Like I was bad at. Um. So like I I was at the actually one day I was at the YMCA and my dad was picking me up and Muff was there and Muff was just because he knew that was my dad. He's like, man, your son is lazy, blah 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 blah. Like like if you have him work out with me, like I'll get him right, blah 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 blah. So like that's like I've been working out with him since I was like I want to say 14 or 15. So like actually almost a decade now. So he helps me develop at least a mid-range jump shot. Never let the mid-range die, you know. So
Like
Yeah.
MJ, man, scoring 60 plus with the middies.
Straight
you don't need no
buckets.
threes. You just need to put it in the bucket.
Yeah. Big shout out to Muff, man. Muff Butler, man, one of the best like basketball players to ever come out of the state of Alaska, man. You know, shout out to Muff. For those who don't know, man, he's a skills trainer out here too. And he's like a legend in the game. He's an OG legend. So big ups to him. He has a lot of knowledge about the game, man.
Shout out to him for always willing to share it and give back, man. That's a big one too.
Yeah, because I just remember like every time I would see him at the gym, whether it's O'Malley, whether it's Alaska Club South, you know, he'll want to like share the game with you, you know, with without us even asking, you know. Like we would ask him questions, he would spit game just about like how to shoot or like what to see on the floor and things of that nature. And so it's like big shout outs to him, man. Like he's really one of the OGs in the game, man.
Because one thing I do remember is that like when I first met him, like as a basketball player, like one thing you shouldn't be is timid. Like you should just always be in attack mode, aggressive, just looking to score or do whatever you need to do. But at that time I was really timid. I would just like let my teammates just take care of like scoring and I'll just like rebound and like block shots or whatever. But
Mhm.
like I had a lot of talks with him and like he told me the importance of just being aggressive and whatnot. And I genuinely believe like that's helped me like excel to like where I am today.
Like what was there like a pivotal moment or like a game that you were like it just clicked, you were like, yup, I'm not timid no more. I'm the new Pindo or like
Uh, Probably after junior year, Reese left. I wrote like your class. Like after that year, like I had nobody to like really like lean on. Like, all right, they're gonna get the bucket. I don't have to worry about it. You know, like I could just handle whatever I'm doing. So it just came to the point where like I had to do like meditation. I had to talk to a bunch of people about it, reading like books,
you
just trying to figure.
meditate?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off because like I meditate too, and like every morning, just like at least for 10 minutes in the morning, just help keep my mind at peace. Like that's one big thing that you know I like to do as far as like just keeping my mind even keeled. And so it's cool. It's cool that like just to hear you say that you meditate, man. I did not even know that about you.
nah. My dad, when I was younger, he would always tell me the importance of just like keeping your mental stabilized. And like he told me that every day and every night until I got older, where I finally understood what that meant. So
Hey, let the viewers know like how meditation has kind of helped you and like the benefits of it for you.
for me, it just made me calm. Because I would always, I don't know how to explain this. Like in high pressure moments, I would tend to like do something that was out of my nature. But with that, that's just helped me think the game or just think anything I'm doing like in my life, like, you know, just more even keeled instead
Yeah,
of just
more
like
even keeled, more mindful about what you're doing on the court or just whatever you're doing in life,
yeah.
right? Yeah. I mean, the best have done it in the game. Like Kobe, Jordan. Like, I remember reading this book. It was called The Mindful Athlete, and it was by George Mumford, and he's their mental coach. Like, and he does sports psychology, things of that nature. If you guys haven't read that book, The Mindful Athlete, it's a pretty good book. You should also go read it. But he just talks about the importance of meditation. You know, Phil Jackson too. Phil Jackson would have his whole team just sitting in the room, in the locker room, lights shut off, and they would meditate before the games, right? And like at first, everybody was kind of like joking around with it, but as they got serious, like they became one. Became one team, and like,
6 rings.
come on, man. You seen the documentary?
Man, that GM pissed me off, man. That
Why?
GM's a clown, bro. Like, why would you? Like, I know they were on the decline, but even at that point, I felt like they had at least one more ring in them, at least. And for him to like just be like, all right, whether you win the championship or if you get knocked out in the first round, and this is your last year. Like what type of person is that?
That's tough, you know. Like that was like back in the days when management really had control, you know, and players didn't really have a say. This is way different than right now, but still, like, yeah, I know what you mean. I know your perspective from that thing. Like that would be tough as a player. Like if it was us three and we was killing, and then they trying to split all of us up, like that would be tough.
Like, bro, they had 2 top 5 players in the league on the same team, and they broke that up. Like, bro, it was crazy.
So, like, on this show, we like to do this thing called speed round. So Don and I, we're going to ask you questions, and you got to just say the first thing that comes into your head.
Okay.
All right? You go first,
You
Don.
want to start off? Okay, you start off. All right. So, ready, Pindo?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to go. 3, 2, 1. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Best hoop kicks to play in.
I'll probably say KD's.
Okay. Favorite animal?
Lion.
Best hoop movie of all time.
Either He Got Game or Love and Basketball.
Okay.
One pregame song.
Dreams and Nightmares by Meek.
Hey, that go hard. Favorite quarantine snack?
Goldfish. The colored goldfish.
Mm-hmm. Not flavor blasted?
Nah, I had to keep it OG.
Doritos or Cheetos?
Doritos.
Favorite jersey number?
13.
We got 4 seconds. Summer or winter?
Summer.
And time.
Hey, time.
That was cool. No flavor blasted, though? Those are the best ones.
I mean, I like them, but I need to stick to my roots.
I feel it. I touched on it a little bit earlier. What does service high mean to you? Kind of explain to people like your time at service and just what it means to you.
I mean, as you know, like my cousin went there, Fairmang, and my younger cousin actually goes there right now. So I think it's just like everybody. I just wanted to follow in his footsteps, so I think it was just like a family thing. The other day before like they canceled their schools, like I went in and then there was this. I know this is a sensitive topic for y'all, but like everywhere they just have like pictures of us just like celebrating like the win and everything.
Oh, tough. That hurts, man.
Yeah, you
I'm
good,
open,
bro.
bro. It's
You
all
good. Yeah, you good, bro.
No, but like they just had pictures of like myself and my teammates, and like they keep it somewhere. They keep it in a display case for like all the kids to see and whatnot. And for me to see that, like just barely out of high school, that's crazy.
That must have been dope, man. You know, because like you're a big inspiration to like young kids, young hoopers still coming up in the game. You know, like they know service as like Pindo. You know, the tall 6'7", 6'4" with the sky hook. You know what I mean? And so, with that being said, just like leaving your legacy there at service with the team that you had, it was you, You know, Iro. Well, before that, like you, Iro. You know, even before that, Adam. You know, Marquise. Like Amu. You know, Khalil. Um,
There
so
was no way I was making that varsity team. I
mm,
was out that year. I was cool with being on JV. There was no way. That team was stacked.
oh yeah, they were stacked. They was stacked, and they was
Yeah,
like ranked in the nation, right?
yeah. Like at one point of the season, they had me swinging, but there was no point because I was playing all my minutes on JV, and I would just sit on the bench on varsity.
Wait, JV year, that was your sophomore year?
Yeah, I was on. So fun fact, my C team year, we went undefeated, and we beat one JV team. We beat Lathrop JV. And we were playing in the West C team tournament against Chuyak, and the only points that they had were at the free throw line.
Yo, y'all was locking up.
For real. Dang.
Clamps.
Right.
You know, probably had like 30 blocks.
No, that diamond game was crazy. I had like 11 or 12 blocks, and people were like defensive player of the year, blah 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 blah. But it was funny because I only had like 6 points.
Hey, man, impact the game, bro.
Facts.
So like just touching on like high school, you know, after your senior year, right? Like you've gotten these accolades, you've won a ring, you've gotten first team, all state in 4A. And so just take us through the transition from high school to college.
I mean, as you know, there's not a shot clock here, so in our time we pushed the pace, but ever since I've left the college, it's like slowed down like dramatically. Like I don't know, like because when I got to college, when we had a shot clock, I'm like, damn, like this is fast. Like I got to get used to this. So, because when I got to college, I was 17. Like I was having my coaches like sign all my papers and stuff. So, like it was just way too fast for me. Like the physicality was different. I think that at that moment, my first practice, I knew I had to redshirt that year because I physically just wasn't ready for the speed of the game. But that was okay because I know what I needed to develop myself.
Like just for all those young hoopers that are listening right now, there's a shot clock in college, right? And they're bigger, faster, stronger. So be ready for that, right? You gotta stay your butt in the gym and keep grinding, cause like it's different out there. It's really different out there, right? Because everybody's gunning for that top spot and things like that. And so with that being said, like how were practices like what take us through like a not a normal practice, but take us through what your practices were like, just reflecting on your college career.
There's one practice that I remember vividly. So there was one game we got out rebounded so bad. So we came into practice, we did our normal stretching, like all of that. And then our coach's office is like next to the gym. So I seen him coming in with something. I'm like, what is that? It's a lid. Like he put a lid like on the basket, and we just did like rebounding drills like the whole practice. And like if you got out rebound, it was like a competition. Like if you got out rebounded, like you would have to run like 17s, like suicides, like down in bags, 22s. Like that was, oh my God, that was the longest practice of my life.
22s?
So yeah. So like you have to run it down and back twice in less than 22 seconds.
Oh, okay. So just sprints, just a different version of like 17s or 50s.
Yeah.
But that must have been crazy. Like that's the thing. Like with college coaches too, like they don't care, man. That's their job. Like they gotta win games. You know?
That's how they pay the bills.
That's how
So
they pay the bills. Like that reminds me of like one story that I had like in college basketball when I was at Edmonds Community College. It was my first year, like my freshman year. And we had when we were playing defense that game, like we lost, but we didn't do our assignments. Like we weren't sticking to the defensive game plan. And so basically we had a practice the day of the game. We had our game, which was like at 7. And then 30 minutes after, like we were in the locker room. Well, we didn't even have a locker room. Our locker room was just a room, like a classroom, and we would have the tables. We would have the
Yeah, I know.
spread out with the projector up there just to watch film and the chairs up. And he said, "Get your practice gear. We're about to practice." And everybody's just like ready to go, like go back to the apartment, ready to go sleep, do homework, whatever, boom, boom, boom. And he said, "Get your practice gear." I'm like, oh crap. And so we go into practice. So the game's over. It's like 9:30. Everybody left the gym. All the fans left the gym. It's 9:30. And we do this drill called 4 stops. And we do that for 2 hours.
So y'all got out of there around like midnight?
Yes. And we had to one team had to get 4 stops in a row. You had to get 4 stops in a row to like get a break. And
okay, I see.
you know what I'm saying? Because we had to like value defense. But then after that, it was 12:30. Practice was done, and then we had a 5 a.m. practice the next day.
Y'all had weight, huh?
No, on the court again. We're doing 4 stops in a row again. That's the thing, bro. Like, coaches, they gonna push you guys. Like, they're gonna push you because they want the best out of you, right? And it's tough to lose. It's tough to lose.
Like my
Hey,
strength and
so with that
conditioning
being, oh, go ahead.
my strength and conditioning coach like used to be in the military. So like for our preseason conditioning, like we call her boss lady. This woman would have us get up at like 4:30 in the morning and do. So we would run around like so we have our gym like where we just do our basketball stuff. We have our weight room, and there's like an extra basketball. It's like an activity center. So we would go in there, and like we would run around the whole activity center. That place is huge. Like and then we would go on the sidelines. She would get like resistance bands, and like we just try to run as fast as we can with that. And like we would do like defensive slides like with medicine balls.
The medicine balls and the resistance bands, that's no joke.
Yeah, this boss lady didn't play, bro. She's crazy.
Hey, so Pindo, like you saying that it was kind of like a tough transition from like, high school to college and you kind of weren't ready and all that. So like, what kind of advice would you give to like the younger people to help them prepare as much as you can? Like, or like just things so they could be like aware of or kind of, like, I know every situation is different. We know every coach and all that, but what is some advice you would give to them?
I think one thing like kids are caught up in like right now is like just being effective here, like and not realizing that being effective here is a lot different than being effective elsewhere. I was caught up in that. So
And can you
like
kind of elaborate on that?
so like so I had an impact here. Like I did all these things to help my school win and all that, but I was just so stuck on that. Like I felt like I was on a pedestal. Um, so when I got to school, like even before I got to school, when I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna be playing in college, like blah blah blah, like just bragging about it, kind of. So when I got there, like it was kind of like a reality check. Like I'm here, but there's more to that. Like you got to put in the work, and I wasn't. I was putting in the work, but it wasn't what I should have done. If that makes sense.
What work do you need to
No,
do?
Just more like I needed to work on my physicality. Um, just like work on intangibles, like the physicality and the speed. Like, I mean, at some point, like we all had to work on our game to get where we are today. But at that moment in time, that was the most important things I needed to excel at to make an impact immediately. Like, unfortunately, I wasn't able to make that immediate impact, but I recognized that as quick as possible, and I took advantage of the opportunity of being a redshirt.
What are like some obstacles that you had to face and kind of overcome?
So the biggest thing that I had to overcome was the I have a heart issue that I deal with, and I had to sit out for a few 2 years. So like just trying to keep my head in the right space, knowing that I'll be able to play someday. Um, Also, it was really hard for me to realize that I wasn't ready, like fresh out of high school, that I needed to take that year off and I needed to develop myself. And a lot of people, I remember when I was being here, like I would hear everybody say like you're only good because your height. Like if it wasn't for your height, like you wouldn't be doing like any of this. And I'm hearing this from like grown people. Like I'm hearing this from like parents and like adults. Like what are you doing?
Supposed to be like uplifting me, man. But you're always gonna have people that are gonna talk down on you or just tell you you're not like good enough, right? And so I guess that's one motivating factor that you had in the back of your head, you know, as far as like you trying to make it to college basketball and thrive, right? Like what other motivating factors like did you have as far as like the game? Because you know you got to be different if you want to like get to the next level, right? Like there's got to be some motivation there that help push you every single day.
So one thing for me was like so like at the time there wasn't really many people above like 6'5" or 6'6" here. So like shout out Brandon. When Brandon came in the picture, like everybody like at my school and on social media like would always compare like who you gonna take, P or Brandon, like blah blah blah. So like that gave me the extra motivation playing away games, just like shutting the crowd out. Just oh my gosh, that was a big motivating thing for me.
Nice. Y'all was like the tallest kids to like play like at that time, you know? Like Alaska basketball is like super undersized, man. And so it's just exciting to see y'all talk.
It's a guard state for sure. Guard state for sure.
Yeah. We're gonna have this game. It's called Start, Bench, Cut.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is one that like we've created, like Don and I've created, but you can do a start, bench, cut after. So think of one on the back of your head while we like tell you this one. All right. So we got
Okay.
Jaw, Shy, and Donovan. Start, bench, cut.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of SGA's game. He just plays so smooth. Like his pace is just crazy. His footwork is really good. Like he gets to his spot, and he's not too athletic, you know. So I think that's dope. So I'd probably start him. Um, I would I would probably have I'd probably have Ja come off the bench. Because I feel like he's more impactful defensively, and he's more of a leader to his team. Like it's his rookie season, and like he was on his way to lead his team to the playoffs. Like that says a lot. And it was really tough for me to cut Donovan, bro. That was really hard. That was really hard. I'll probably say Tim Duncan, Dirk, and Kevin Garnett.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Um, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and start my guy Timmy. I'm gonna go ahead and start my guy Timmy, one of the best power forwards in the game, right? Can't stop that backboard jumper off the glass, you know what I'm saying? Glass cleaner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to bench Dirk instant bucket, can stretch the floor, can score from anywhere. And then I'm gonna have to cut KG. I mean, the game now, it's better offense or more defense. I'll go with better offense. You feel me? So.
I mean, but Dirk don't even play defense. They be hot in him. So. Yeah,
Hey, but he a bucket though.
facts.
Let's see. That's tough. I'm gonna go start Dirk, then I'm gonna go bench Tim, and then I gotta cut KG. That's probably gonna be mine. Yeah.
Shout out to KG though. All
Yeah.
love. This was tough.
I got another one.
Okay.
I got Steph, Kyrie, and Dame.
Okay, for sure, I'm starting Dame. Dame's probably the most versatile out of all of them. He got flow game. He got range. He knows how to run the team. He could play off the ball as well. And just like he's a dog. I mean, all of them are dogs. But I'll go with Dame for start. I got bench Steph. Give us that extra fuel that we need after Dame gets tired. And then I'm gonna have to cut Kyrie. Like, that's tough. Kyrie's tough. Kyrie's just like one of the best ball handlers in the world, but I don't want the ball to stick. Like when I'm playing, like if he's on my team, I don't want the ball to stick. That's me.
Okay. I like that. I'm gonna go start Curry just cause, bro, he changed the game, bro. Like he really changed like the basketball game. So I gotta, one of the great shoes of all time, start him. Then I'm gonna go bench Dame because, like Jay said, Dame just that dude, bro. Like whatever you need done, he a dog. He'll pull up from half court. He'll do whatever. Then we're gonna go. Yeah, sorry, got to get rid of Kyrie. That's my dude, though. That's still my dude.
What about you, Pindo? Who you got for that one? You made it up.
Okay, Dame is one of my favorite players in the league, so I got to start him. And then Steph's passing ability is so undervalued, I feel like. So I'm going to need that to get the second unit involved and all of that. And then I would bench Kyrie because, like, I feel like he's not a good leader, but he could improve on that. Like, because you hear it from Boston to, like, Brooklyn, like, all of that. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. See you, Kyrie. Deuces.
Deuces.
No, but
describe yourself as like a basketball player.
If I were to give myself a comparison to somebody who plays today, I would probably say somebody like a Siakam, because he's really versatile, plays defense, switches, all of that, can shoot with range, can push it. Like, I mean, he can work on his playmaking, but like he's really versatile. So I'd probably say something like that. But if you ask me this, like in high school, I'd probably say a post player.
And then one last thing, just like a fun fact you want people to know about you that, a lot of people don't know, or
I actually spent some time in Africa, like a few years, just living with my grandma. So yeah.
Knowing what you know now, like you see Pindo in middle school, the young Pindo, right? Trying to chase these hope dreams. Knowing what you know now, what would you tell middle school Pindo if you wanted to make it?
Get in the weight room. That was one thing I stayed away from. Like I would always work on my hoop game, but I wouldn't work on like the physicality that came with it. So that was probably just the biggest thing for me.
So like the podcast is for the young generation, like we said. So like what piece of advice would you give to like the younger people? Like saying everything that, like knowing everything you know now, like what advice would you do to help them get out of Alaska, like just in general?
Although the game is played on the court, like you gotta get your mind right, because without that you can't do much. So just getting your mind right will go a long way.
Okay.
Thank you, Pindo Drammeh.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man. Much love.
Shout out Cougar Nation. Service. Gang.
I can't. Nah. But Eagles, you know what's good. You know what's good. West Side over here, dog.
Appreciate you though, man. We gonna tap in with you and we'll get back in the live soon, bro.
For sure.
Take care, man.
Yeah, I wish all your blessings to both of y'all families and just stay safe.
Yes, sir. You too,
as
man.
well,
Much love.
Stay blessed.
sir.
Stay blessed. Stay safe.
You
Virtual
too.
Daps. We out.
Hey.
Mic drop.
All right, okay.
Yeah. Boom.
All right.
Follow your dreams, not your addictions. How we gon' follow our dreams locked in a prison? They try to swallow me whole, God be my witness. Deprive me out of my dreams, but I'm relentless. I want the money, ain't never want attention. So I don't pay attention to comments and all the mentions, cause they ain't see my vision. I was washing dishes till my rats turning to riches. Glad when it was Christmas. We ain't even barely get presents, but we was gifted. In a school of failure, we present perfect attendance. Welfare, baby, we working with what they give us. Maybe